Welcome back to the third part of our Exit Strategy Seminar, and today we're going to be talking about reflecting on the journey, reviewing how you became successful as a tagline for today. And the reason why this is important, and we're going over a 10-step process, and I think if you watch each step, step by step, by the end this will make a lot of sense and why we recommend each particular step. But today what we want to talk about is reflecting on the journey. We've talked about how it is a marathon, not a sprint. We've also covered, looking at what your finish line is, and today we want to reflect on the journey as a whole. And the reason why that is important is yesterday in our previous, on part 2, we talked about making sure that you were aware of what the actual finish line was, that you were measuring your progress, that you were writing everything down so you knew what the exact finish line was, so you knew what the ideal was, and so that way if you got a little bit away from the ideal, it was easy to pull yourself back. Or if you were doing healthy fluctuations where it was always easy to pull yourself back to the ideal. Well, reflecting on the journey is very important because you don't necessarily have to go into this amount of depth, but one thing I do encourage people to do is to make a journal of their experiences. And having a journal of their experiences, we talk a lot about living in truth and not emotion in fitness, but there is a lot of importance in dealing with emotion and dealing with how you're feeling during your fitness journey. And that's really what a good journal is for. If you're journaling often, you're putting down thoughts, feelings, emotions, and you're able to go back and reflect on that over a period of time and seeing how you were feeling during that time. Because one of the things that you find in any successful fitness journey, any goal that's reached in the fitness, in your fitness goals, or any journey for that matter, is it's never smooth. It never gets to the point where it's just easy. You have trials, tribulations, things that you need to persevere through, and it's good to journal that so you can, a lot of times when you get past it, you'll look back and say, oh, that was easy, I did this or I did that, or you can forget about a lot of you look at the end result, you look at the finish line, but a lot of times you forget about what you actually had to go through in order to get there. And it can be incredibly empowering because it is a false world or a false sense when you're looking at it and saying, well, everything was just fine, or it wasn't that bad, or the truth is that all goals, to accomplish them, you have to go through some trials and tribulations, and definitely perseverance. And perseverance is a characteristic and quality that's incredibly important for you, not only in fitness, but anything you do. Because if you can persevere through the little things, you learn to be able to persevere through the big things. So that's why it's really important. You can do it as little as reflecting, just thinking about the journey, always thinking about what you really had to go through, the struggles that you had to go through, the positive things that you had to go through, the whole journey as a whole. And if you want to take it in greater depth, journal it. Maybe not every day, journal it weekly, but just journal what you're doing. Because what you'll realize that going back is you'll have all these great experiences that you've gone through, but you'll also have experiences that you had to fight through, things that you needed coaches for, things that you needed friends for, things that you had to dig down deep within yourself and pull yourself through. And that's powerful because anything that you go through in the future, if that's in your head that you've already persevered through challenges, then the ability to persevere through things in the future is going to be there. An example I would give is, this is a little bit off subject, but taking this example, we've decided to do video diaries for our children. Basically, at a 6-month increment, we do video diaries for our children, just basically saying, well, this is where you are, this is who you are, these are some of the things that you are currently doing in your life, these are just different things, because before you know it, they're 18 years old, you get this very broad picture of what they used to be as kids growing up. And we wanted to more journal it so that when they grew up and got older, that not only them but us could see a very accurate story of what they had to go through and who they were as children and what they are now. So reflect on your journey. And by reflecting on it and journaling it, you are going to be accurate about the picture as a whole, and it's going to help you in the future because you're going to be able to persevere through so many things when you realize what you've just gone through.
You feel that something's wrong, I'll shelter you and keep you warm. I'll never let you walk alone.